Hello and good morning, everyone. It is Donna Gray here, your Stampin' Up demonstrator from the Scenic Rim in Queensland, coming to you live on Tuesday, the 29th of April. I'm super excited to be here crafting with you again. I'm going to do a really simple, quick, easy card today. And I have actually taken a little bit of an idea coming from something that we have in the catalogue, and I'm just going to change it up a little bit and put my spin on it. So hopefully you're going to enjoy what I show you today. So if this is the first time you have watched, my name is Donna Gray and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator from the Scenic Rim in Queensland, Australia. I come to you live a few times a week. I used to come to you live 5 times a week, but then that got way too much for me to do each morning. So I come to you live when I possibly can. Good morning, Elizabeth. Lovely to see you. Hey, Julie. So welcome. Once you get the notification that I've gone live, please jump on, say hello, let me know where you're watching from. If this is the first time you've watched, please make sure you like and follow my business page on Facebook if that's where you're watching. Or if you're here on YouTube, please make sure you give me the thumbs up and you subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you don't miss any time that I go live. So I'm bringing you a sneak peek this morning of a brand new online exclusive on the 6th of May, or you can put it in a starter kit right now today. So we as demonstrators, one things when you join Stampin' Up, when you join my Wild Heart Crafters Crafty community, is that you actually get to pre-order things before it goes live to the catalog. So that to the public. So that is the awesome perks about being a Stampin' Up demonstrator. Not to mention you get a 20% discount. So if you are interested in purchasing brand new annual catalog products, or you're interested in purchasing any of our last chance products, or you're interested in purchasing any of these online exclusives that haven't been shared with the public just yet, join my Wild Heart Crafters community. For $169, you get to choose $235 worth of product, and it is simply the best deal in the book. I don't care what anyone says. It is definitely the best deal in the book, and you can enjoy a 20% discount whenever you stay current. So I love inviting people into my crafty community. I am #1 demonstrator here in Australia, and the reason people asked me when I was at On Stage, what do you think got you to #1 demonstrator in Australia? And I said, I just love crafting and I want everyone to love crafting as much as what I do. Now, Kathy's saying to me, did you get your jobs done last night? So I put a couple of funny posts up on Facebook. We lost power yesterday, and of course, I had to wait until it was pitch black for us to lose power. And I had so many things that I wanted to get done last night. And one of them was my incentive trip swaps. So I set up my phone on my cut and emboss machine with the torch on my phone, and I cut out the flowers. And actually, this is one of them that I was cutting out last night. So I'm going to use an extra one this morning on my card this morning. But you know what? Where there's a will, there's a way. So it was quite funny. Well, I wasn't real impressed. And then I decided that I have a motorhome out the side of my house. And I thought, well, I have a battery in there. I can go out there and craft in the light because I can turn the lights on out there with the battery. So I actually did go out there and do that. But what is it about when you lose power? The first thing you want to do is make a cup of coffee because you can't boil the kettle. Isn't that the first thing that you ever want to do as soon as you lose the power? It's like, damn, I haven't got the kettle hot. I can't make a cup of coffee. I even got the gas burner out ready to and the kettle filled, ready to boil the kettle. And I actually looked at my watch and I thought, it's 7 o'clock. Do I really need to have a cup of coffee at 7 o'clock at night? So I decided against it. But, you know, it's one of those things. So I did get some of the things done. I didn't get it all done. I gave up because I was out in the bus, and yeah, I know I do need a rechargeable light. Exactly, Julie. I do need a rechargeable light, and every time we lose power, I think of that. And I think I still don't have a rechargeable light. But anyway, now I just want to do a bit of a disclaimer out there today. If my phone rings today in the middle of my video, I physically need to answer it because it could be the dentist. I'm trying to get an appointment. I broke a part off my tooth yesterday when I was eating some peanuts. So I'm in desperate need to get an appointment, and I stayed on hold nearly all afternoon yesterday afternoon. I sent them 3 times. I sent them, please ring me back, please ring me back. Still haven't got an appointment. This morning, same things happened again. So anyway, it's all good. Now, just a couple of things before we get started. One thing that I want to announce is my catalog launch party is going to be absolutely epic, I'm telling you. It's a craft along catalog launch party, so it's a little bit different to you just seeing me create things. It is actually a craft along, so you will be able to create the product, the projects that I'm creating with the kit that you purchase when you pay and register for my catalog launch party. Now, I did have a lot of questions recently in the last few days. Can international viewers join my catalog launch party? And the answer is yes. You can get the online content only, and this is only for international viewers. You can actually get the online content. So when you go into registration, you can actually click on the online content. Now, if anyone registers from Australia for the online content, I will refund your money because the only way that Australians can get access is for me to send the goodie bag out to you, because I so want to send you all the product out to be able to craft along with me. So so you will get a full pack of designer series paper, a roll of ribbon, a pack of embellishments. You'll get some you get a full pack of the mixture A4 in color, the new in color cardstock. I will be using the Pretty Florals bundle and the Sweet Blooms bundle for the catalog launch party. You can actually purchase those as an extra add-on at the time of registration if you want to be able to craft along with me. Please feel free to register and put those in your cart as well. You can also purchase the in colors, the stamp pads, and the Stampin' Up markers as well. So so it's going to be an event that you won't want to miss. So if you want some creative inspiration, you want to come to my catalog craft along launch party. All right. The only other thing is my 2-day retreat. I did have someone that emailed me, and it's not on my website. I do apologize that I haven't got it up on my website. And sometimes there's so many jobs to do, and I just don't remember all the things to do. And I haven't actually put it on my website. So that will be on my to-do list of things to get done this week. But it's for a 2-day paper craft retreat, and it's card making, predominantly card making. And it is on the 28th and 29th of June here in the Scenic Rim, or I've got you covered. If you don't live in the area, you can actually get a retreat in a box. So in the retreat, you actually get the stamp and die set, and it's the Impressions of Bloom is the stamp and die set that I'll be using. You will get some designer series paper, cardstock, ribbon, embellishments, and a PDF tutorial showing you how to make 8 beautiful projects. So if you are really disappointed that you can't attend my retreats in person, I've got you covered. You can actually get a retreat in a box, and it gets delivered to your door. So the only thing you're going to need is adhesives and your inks and your crafting tools to be able to do it. So if you're thinking that you might want to get a retreat in a box, then by all means, feel free to jump on and register. I will be ordering those products come the beginning of May. I will be ordering those products because the bundle that I'm using is the online exclusive. It's a new online exclusive bundle. So so please, and for people that are wanting, I had it here, but now I was going to say I had it here on my desk, the bundle that I was going to use, and I've now put it away. But Impressions of Bloom is the bundle that you will get. But you get the stamp and the die set, and paper, ribbon, embellishments, cardstock, and yeah, it's a super, super fun thing to be a part of. All right. And if you want to attend in person, please make sure you secure your accommodation first. We have 3 motels here in Bow Desert, and they actually have the rooms blocked out for my retreat participants. So you've just got to say that you're attending my retreat, and they will allocate you a room. So and it doesn't cost anything to book your room. So physically ring up, book your room, and then go on and register. All right, that's about it. If you don't have a brand new annual catalog and you would like a catalog, please scan that QR code there, fill in the form, and you will get on my mailing list, and I will do my best due diligence to get those out in the post for you. I do have to go to the post office this week with lots and lots of kits and things, so I would be more than happy to pop a catalog in the post for you as well. All right. So that is about it. Let me get rid of that, and we will pop the camera down. Sorry, there's so many things you've got to think of when you're doing this. Pop the camera down, and whoop, we are good to go. Well, actually, no. My camera is so out of whack here, so I do apologize for this, because I was doing, we're going to be very up close and personal. Hang on, and I see if I can I hate it when I do this, because I moved it because I did a training video last night, and I've zoomed it right in. Let me see if I can get, I can't even find the program. There it is here. Let me see if I can zoom it out a little bit. Hopefully I can zoom it out a little bit for you, and it won't be as bad. Please tell me if it goes blurry when I zoom it out a little bit. Let me go there. Let me go back over to here where I should be. And we'll go that way. There we go. Okay. Please tell me if you can see that properly. I'm hoping that I'm in screen there now, and you can see that properly. Okay. Is that better? Zoomed out a little bit. All right. Yes, Julie, you'll just have to scan that QR code, as I said, and fill in the form. All right. So there we go. More messages is what I'm going to be using. Now, this is one of those stamp sets that is great for when you're making lots and lots of cards. And a lot of people, there's pluses and there's negatives for this type of stamp set. And I want to explain what the pluses and what the negatives are. Okay, so it is one super big stamp. Okay, so it's one large stamp like this. I haven't even used it, so let's grab that out. Let's pull this off. Now, you can use, and I'm going to use the block. There's a large block that we have, and it's a super large block. I hardly ever use them. I use them for gluing things, and you'll see I've got glue all over it, but I'm going to add my sticker to the block. And then we will put our stamp on top. Okay, so my trick when you're going to add your stickers to your stamp, add it to your block first, and then we can turn it over and stamp it down. Now, I've got to make sure that I've got it where it should be. Hi there, that way. Okay, that way there, like that. All right, so I'm now going to line that up over the top here, like that. Bam, I have my sticker on there. Okay, now I would not be able to go like that and stamp this. Okay, so what I normally do is I use them on the block but turned up that way. And then with storage tip here, with your like the backing, I just add a little bit of Seal Plus. I will glue that into the inside of my case. And then when I go to put my stamp back in, I can pop it straight back in there. Okay. Now it also has a die that fits all of these, and it goes that way. Okay. So can you see it fits all of the stamps? And so you can stamp in all different colors. You can cut them all out, and then you will find that you will be able to have all different sentiment stamps. Now, I'm going to use it in a little bit different way today. I will use it one way like this, and then I'll use it another way, which you will see. So I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to use it the way that it is at the moment, up there, upright. And I'll grab a piece of cardstock that I have here, blank cardstock. Okay, so I'm going to ink up with my Balmy Blue. I'm going to ink up with Balmy Blue. Oh, am I going to ink up with Balmy Blue? Because I think my Balmy Blue is dry. I don't know whether this is going to work, because I think my Balmy Blue needs to be re-inked. But anyway, we will try. We will hopefully there'll be enough ink in my Balmy Blue, but it feels very dry. All right, so I'm going to do that. I'm then going to pop a piece of cardstock over, and I'm going to do it that way because I think that's enough. So I'm going to do it that way. And then, of course, I've got another one of those blocks or a smaller block, and I'm just going to rub it over. Okay, so we get all of those sentiments stamped nicely on that piece of cardstock, and there you have it. And now you can see I've got some blotches in here, but that's totally okay because I think it's going to cut out all right. All right, so then what I need to do is just pop that over the top, and we will cut that out. So let me just trim this off, and that's because I pressed a little bit hard trying to get that ink on there because I thought it wouldn't stamp out, but you see I've got a few smudges, but we will go with the flow. So we can do that. I probably also want to do, I'm going to ink it up, and I'm just going to stamp. I want to show you how you can stamp that you just want a few words. So I'm going to stamp over this side, over this way, and I'm going to stamp it with my secret C, which you'll be able to see now with my secret C. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to take that, pop it on there, and just, all right. I didn't do that very well. Let's go again. I don't know. It's really, let me go like that. Let's try again. Let me just rub it with my fingers. And hopefully I didn't move it. That's better. Okay. All right. So we've done that. So I like to, as I said, I like to have it turned up that way that you can see where you're stamping. All right. So let's just pop the lids on those. And let's bring in the cut and emboss now, and we will cut those out. I think more than likely the dentist will ring me while I'm live. What is the bet? Isn't it Murphy's Law that when you've been trying and trying and trying to get onto somebody, isn't it Murphy's Law that they let me see how this one's supposed to go. Let me do this one first. All right, let's do this one first. So what you do is you just line it up where they're all fitting nicely into, and you can see, sorry, I'm going to bring this further forward. You can see here where the congratulations is. I would probably line up congratulations and good luck, and I think you should have it right, okay? Then we're just going to pop another one on there, and we can cut out all of those sentiments. Now, I've mucked up here for the one on the end, and that cracking noise is normal. It's the blades cutting into the cutting pad. Now let's bring that. Now look at this. We have all of these sentiments cut out beautifully. Okay, so you've got sentiments for absolutely everything. So I wanted to show you that. So then I also want to try and work out from this, where's this one? You're simply the best. Where does that come? You're simply incredible. That way there. Okay, so I think that we should be able to cut those out going that way there like that. Look at that. We'll line it up and cut them out. So I didn't want to cut all of them out, so I can now line that up and cut out just these ones. Okay, so some people say, but what happens if you don't want to cut out a whole heap? Yes, sorry, I do have a printer going in the background, and I do apologize, people, but I have so many jobs to get done. I do have a printer going in the background, and the printer is actually printing out my PDFs for my Creative Card Club, so I do apologize. It's probably making a lot of noise, but anyway. All right, so we now have those ones all cut out. So I can pick and choose whatever sentiment I want to pop on my card now. I've got heaps of different sentiments there. So I'll pop them aside. But I also want to, just for the background of this card, I actually want to stamp a background on the card. So let's bring in this again. And this is my front layer for my card. Okay, so let's ink it up. I actually want to clean it off because I want to ink it up with the Balmy Blue again, because I don't really want that dark Secret C. So let's clean it off. And these big blocks are very hard to clean off when you've done it. But let's clean that off and let's ink it up with our Balmy Blue. Okay, I would like to actually, yeah, I was going to say I would like to use boho blue. But I'm going to use boho blue because it probably has more ink in it than what my other one has. All right. So I've got boho blue inked on there nicely. This is my layer that's going to go on the front of my card. So I'm just going to check where I want that to sit. And I just want this as a background. So I'm just going to sit it down about where I think I want it, which is about there. Okay. And I'm just going to press with my fingers to hopefully get that it's printing on there, but not giving us those other bits. Okay, let's pick that up and let's hope for the best. Ah, gorgeous. Okay, so we have just a background for our card, and then I thought I would layer it up onto some of that Secret C. So I think that looks absolutely gorgeous. Now make sure that you like and share this video while we're live so that many more people can come and hang out with us and craft with us. Now, the other thing is I need a circle. So I'm going to take a circle that I already have pre-cut out here from the gorgeous Spotlight on Nature dies. So these dies, I'm telling you, are a set of dies that you definitely don't want to not have in your craft room. So first of all, I'm going to add some glue to that layer, and we will put that onto the Secret C. So the Secret C, I could use a brayer, yeah. I don't have one sitting here at my desk at the moment, but a brayer would be good. Good idea, Nancy. Very good suggestion. All right. So we have that as our background. So isn't that awesome? So you not only can get a whole heap of sentiments all done, you can actually use it as a background as well. All right. So I have that white circle, and I'm probably going to pop that up on dimensionals. I'm going to take the paper out of the printer so it stops printing while we're live. I was thinking that's so annoying, that printer doing that, but anyway, it has no paper now, so it's going to say out of paper, can't go any further. And I'm trying to find some dimensionals here in my drawer, and I can't find anywhere. There we go. Out of paper. Oh, there it is. There's my dimensionals. So it now says it's out of paper. So now it will stop that noise. So I'm so sorry about the printer going in the background. I was going to do the big disclaimer, like, I'm so sorry, I have a printer going in the background. All right. That's a lot quieter, isn't it? Although yesterday I had a big cement truck out the front anyway. So, I mean, like, it wasn't real quiet anyway. So, all right. So, circle, as I said, is from Spotlight on Nature. Spotlight in Nature, Spotlight on Nature, Spotlight. Anyway, that. Then, of course, I'm going to use, this is out of the Gallery Blooms. Isn't this just gorgeous, this flower? Now, what I've actually done, I'm going to tell you, I've stamped in Secret C. I then used my Wink of Stella and I've used ink on a block, and I've picked up the ink from the block and colored the flowers roughly with my Wink of Stella. Now, if you're someone that hasn't colored before, this is a great, perfect way to start coloring, is by just using your Wink of Stella with your ink pads, and you can just pop them on a block, pick up the ink and go for it. So I will probably show you on the inside. We'll stamp one on the inside and we'll color it so I can show you exactly how I colored that one. So I've popped up that, and I'm then going to pop that on there. Now, I don't know what I want to put on here. Do I want to put Way to Go? Oh, that looks good. Do I want to put Way to Go in the Balmy Blue? Do I want to put, so let's vote on this. Do I want to put Congratulations? Okay, so we've got Way to Go, or we've got Congratulations in the Secret C. Or do we want to do the Absolute Best? Okay, so we have that, or do we want to do Miss You? Miss You sounds nice too. All right, so type it into the comments. Do we want Miss You, Congratulations, Way to Go, or You're the Absolute Best? Type into to the comments which one you want to do. Liked and shared. You like using that as a background? Yep. Oh, you would have never thought of using it that way, Teresa. So that's great. I'm glad that I've given you an idea. Hey, Beck, lovely to see you. Beryl, lovely to see you. Dawn, Kerry, Maggie, welcome. Now, Maggie, was it you that sent me the message about the catalog launch party? I just want to remind people here, catalog launch party, $85 if you want to attend. You will get a goodie bag if you're an Australian. If you live internationally, it will cost $35 to get the online content. I'll give you access into the Facebook group. Okay, so we've got, I'm thinking, why are people saying that they miss me? I forgot what I asked you. Way to go, missed you. Congratulations. Miss you, miss you. Congratulations, or miss you, miss you. Okay, miss you's it. Miss you's got it. Miss you has got it. Because that is a great card to send to somebody, isn't it? Miss you. All right. So I'm actually going to pop my flowers up on the front as well. So let's grab some dimensionals, and I'll put one there. I'll put one on there, and we'll cut that one to put on the other one. And we'll just pop it down there. Okay, so we'll pop this one up. There, and there. Okay, so we've got that popped up. And then we'll have Miss You popped up. So I'm going to add a dimensional on there. I actually think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a dimensional on one end, but I'm going to add double dimensionals on the other. So let's just do that. Do I need to do double dimensionals, or will it fit? I'm just wondering, will it fit? Let me see if it will fit. Oh no, I could just do a dimensional there. Let's just do that. It'll fit. I'll just squish it over on there so that we can pop it all on that circle. Miss you. How cute is that? What an easy card, using that as a background stamp. What an easy card. So easy. All right, so we've got a white card base here. So I'm going to, and this is our thick white, going to fold that in half. Now on the insert, I thought we would just use the same stamp again. So I'm going to use my Pierce mat, if I can find where it's gone. Oh, I did. I pushed it back in behind. I do that all the time. I push it back in behind. And it's now on my desk where I can't reach it. Anyway, we're going to have to go without the Pierce mat. This could be scary. We're going to have to go without the Pierce mat. So let's do Secret C, because it pushed back in, and I don't think I have another one here anywhere. I wish. Let's try just a silicone mat. Might be able to do it for us. We could hope. We'll just try silicone matte underneath. We have nothing else. Silicone matte's better than nothing, I guess. All right, and I'm going to ink that, and I'm going to stamp it. I actually want to have it stamped off the edge, so let's pop that up there a bit. I'm going to stamp it just down here. Let's hope the silicone matte does the job for us. Okay, yeah, it was someone that was called Maggie, but they just said Maggie and no other name, so I just didn't know whether it was you or not, Maggie. All right, there we go. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you with the Wink of Stella how we can pick the Wink of Stella up and color with the ink that's on our block here. So I'm just going to drop some Wink of Stella onto my block and then pick it up, and then of course you can go and just color with your Wink of Stella. So that's actually how I colored them, just by picking it up off the block with some Wink of Stella and just coloring. And then what you do is you just keep going around and it gets lighter out towards the edge. And we'll add a little bit just in that one there. And there you have it. Then with your Wink of Stella, to clean it, we are just going to use a scrap piece of paper and just run it until it runs clear. Once it runs clear, you are good to go again. Okay? All right. Sorry, I'll get that out of the way again. Okay, so for international viewers, you can actually get access to my Facebook group. $35 will get you access to my catalog launch party. I will not be adding people until just before the catalog launch happens. So, so if you've already paid for the catalog launch, don't panic that you're not missing out on anything. I haven't added anyone. I've just been getting the group sorted and getting things into the group first. And then once I've got that sorted, I will then invite everybody that has registered into the Facebook group. All right, now I can't find my bone folder. Everything's gone missing. I've been so busy trying to get things done. If you could just see my craft room at the moment, such a mess, such a mess. All right, let's add some dimensionals onto the back of this layer for the front. So we've added that layer on the inside. We're now going to add dimensionals on the back. Okay, pop another one in that corner. Okay. All right, I can't believe that our catalog is going to be live next week. I mean, the waiting will be over. Next week, our annual catalog will be live and we will be able to order out of it. I'm super, super excited. All right, then I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool, and I'm just going to grab those backings off those dimensionals. And as I said, the Take Your Pick tool is fantastic for collecting those backings all on the tip of your Take Your Pick tool, and then you can pop them all in the bin and hopefully get less on your floor. I'm not going to say that you're not going to get any on your floor, because I still get them on my floor, but you're going to get less on your floor. So there we go. We have a really super cute card, and I'm just going to use just some rhinestones, basic jewels. I love just finishing off things with our little rhinestones because they just make things shimmer and shine and add a little bit of glitz to our card. Whoops, nearly lost that one. Let's pop that one maybe up there. And then, of course, a little spritzing of our wink over the front and on the inside. If you could see the screen of my computer that sits in front of me, it's beautifully Wink of Stella'd everywhere. All right, so there you have it. Look at that. What an easy, awesome, fun card using the more messages. So if you're looking for something for great sentiments, it's got so many different things here. It's got hi there, way to go, you can do anything, you're the absolute best, happy birthday, I adore you, good luck, forever friends, time to celebrate, a note, lots of love, hooray, you're simply incredible, thanks a lot, congratulations, hello, miss you, always here for you. So what a lovely fun set, and creating, thanks Annette, and creating just a really easy, quick card. Now, what would really set that off? You all know me. It's missing something, isn't it? Of course it is. It's missing a bow. I'm the bow lady from Bow Desert, so I need to add a bow. And so I'm just going to use just this white 1/4 inch ribbon, which is probably one of the most popular ribbons I've been using a lot of. And if I put a bow on here, there's probably people going, no, you don't need a bow. But I'm saying, yes, I do need a bow because you all know me. I'm the bow lady from Bow Desert. Doesn't that bow just set it off? Look at that. So there you go. A quick, easy card using more messages. So this is an online exclusive. As I said, it has the die that matches to be able to cut it out. Did I put it in there? So the die that fits perfectly over your stamp. So when you've got your stamp on your block, as I showed, it will fit perfectly over your stamp like so. Really easy, and you can physically, like with all of these sentiments that you've stamped, you can then pop them all into a bag, and then when you go to create your card, so you can stamp them in all different colors as well. So my suggestion would be get out there and stamp them in all different colors, and then have them all in a little container, like maybe one of those little, those little boxes with the compartments, and you could separate them all into the actual words, but have them all in different colors. So there's pros and cons for these. Now, if you decided that you just wanted the absolute best, physically put some ink on that and get a strip of cardstock and cut it out. You can even cut these blank ones out and use them. Then you could cut that out of blank cardstock and then use them as sentiment labels without even using this stamp set. Incorporate your own sentiments that will fit on it as well. So a super, super awesome, fun bundle. So I just wanted to showcase that today because there's things in our catalog or things that are on our online exclusive that people tend to overlook. I think it's a really fantastic bundle that would be definitely a staple in your craft room. So as I said, if you don't have any demonstrator that you're working with, please feel free to scan the QR code there and request a catalog from me. I will be getting those in the post towards the end of this week because I will be heading to the post office towards the end of this week. So if you're interested, Sandra, that was the set that we were talking about the other night. So you know how you said about the messages set, the message set, that was the set. So I've just showed how it works. So you might think that you might like to buy that. I know I'm a bit bad like that. I convince people to buy things, but anyway, catalog launch party again. As I said, if you're an international viewer, you can get the online content only. So come and join the fun. I'm telling you, it's going to be an epic day. It's going to happen on the 10th of May. Even if you actually register after the 10th of May, I can still order the product. If you live here in Australia, I can still order the product. Now, what will be happening is those products will be getting sent directly out to you. I will be using these two bundles with my crafting, so the sweet blooms and the pretty florals. So you will have to have those bundles if you want to craft along. If you choose to add those on at time of registration, there's an option to add those on at time of registration, as well as the in-color inks and the in-color Stampin' Right markers as well. So you can add them on at time of registration. Or if you're an international viewer and you want to just have access to the Facebook group and get the inspiration, it will be a craft along experience. So I will be sharing measurements and I will be sharing how I do the projects. So there will be 10 projects for that. So for $35 for international viewers, you're going to get 10 projects. For the people here in Australia, you're going to be able to create 10 projects, but also have product left over to create many, many more. So I really invite you to enjoy my catalogue craft along launch party. So thanks everyone for hanging out with me, and I will try to pop on again tomorrow morning unless I get a dental appointment. If I get a dental appointment, I won't be live. I'll be going to the dentist. So thank you everyone, and have a lovely day, and I will see you all again soon. Don't forget to like and share. Go back to the replay on YouTube to like and share to be in my weekly draw of the prize.